birthday, Simon. Hi everyone. My name is Zara. I'm 8 years. I was only a newborn when my parents left me. They took one look at me, tiny, fragile, and paralyzed from the waist down, and decided I wasn't worth keeping. I was unwanted, unloved, left in a hospital crib, with no family, no home, and no future. Or so I thought. But what I didn't know was that I was never truly abandoned. Because even when the world turned its back on me, God never did. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Psalm 27:10. A kind doctor took me to an orphanage, where I grew up watching the other children run, play, and chase their dreams, things I could never do. There were nights I cried myself to sleep, asking God why He made me this way. Why did He let me suffer? Why did He let me be born into a world that didn't want me? I would stare at the ceiling, my heart heavy with sorrow, wondering if I would ever be more than just a crippled girl in a wheelchair. But in my darkest moments, I found something that changed my life face. I discovered that even though my legs couldn't move, my voice could. I started preaching the gospel, sharing God's love with anyone who would listen. And when I sang, I felt free. Music became my strength, my worship, my escape. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. It wasn't easy. I faced rejection, ridicule, and nights of unbearable loneliness. People looked at me with pity, some with disgust. But through it all, I held on to God's promise. I refused to let my condition define me. Instead, I let God use me. And He did. Preaching and singing took me places I never imagined. My voice reached beyond the orphanage walls, beyond the people who doubted me. And today, that same voice brought me to America's Got Talent, a place where the world could finally see what God can do with a broken vessel like me. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. To anyone out there who feels